UFC CEO Dana White ends the rumors of him joining politics and says that he has no plans to work with Donald Trump in his new administration. He talks about Jones and Stipe's retirement as well and says that he is confident the winner of Jones vs Miocic will fight Tom Aspinall after UFC 309. But contrary to that, Jon Jones tells in an interview that he doesn't think he will fight Tom Aspinall after UFC 309 because he feels Aspinall has not proven anything. He says that the only fight that could tempt him to continue fighting past UFC 309 is a fight with Alex Pereira. He further wishes his only loss could be overturned and plans to unleash 12-6 elbows on Stipe Miocic after the rule is changed. He also got custom shots for UFC 309 similar to his early days. By the way, middleweight champ Dricus du Plessis tells Submission Radio that he doesn't want to see Jon Jones vs Tom Aspinall because it's a lose-lose situation for him as he loves both guys. He also tells in the interview that it's looking like his return will be at UFC 312 in Sydney on February 8th. Dricus du Plessis says the UFC have not told him whether it will be Sean Strickland or Khamzat Chimaev, but he wants the Chimaev fight. He is ready to turn the first round against Chimaev into a chaos if they ever fight. While he respects Alex Pereira, Dricus du Plessis would like to fight him before he retires. He explains he has the power to put anyone out in that octagon, including Chama at 205. He comments on the former champ Israel Adesanya too and says that Izzy doesn't have the hunger to get back into the title picture again. While he is interested in the rumored Adesanya vs Imavov fight, he had preferred to see Adesanya vs Caio Borralho next. After his interview, Sean Strickland tweets and says that he is not traveling to Australia to fight Dricus du Plessis at UFC 312 because that government hates him. He will be looking to get the fight booked for a pay-per-view in Las Vegas in March. Either Strickland is being delusional that he has got the fight or maybe he knows something we don't. UFC 310 main event is still not announced, but at least Kamaru Usman broke the silence and addresses the regarding a potential fight with Shavkat Rakhmonov. Usman says the contract has not been signed yet, but he is open to fighting Shavkat Rakhmonov on short notice at UFC 310. He says if the UFC calls, he will definitely. Kamaru Usman also called himself the reason for the creation of the UFC BMF title. Colby Covington also gave an interview to the Submission Radio where he revealed that Dustin Poirier has turned down multiple fights against him. Dustin has, by the way, responded to this kind of claims by Covington many months ago, where he had said that he hates Covington so much and doesn't wanna be the reason for Covington to make money. He is nowadays looking for a trilogy fight with Max Holloway, but Daniel Cormier thinks Holloway should not fight Dustin Poirier next because he has better options in his new division. Renato Moicano has revealed on Show Me the Pod that he accepted a fight for UFC Champa main event on December 14th, but his opponent turned it down. Moicano says he expects to return in January. Then in response to a fake rumor of his fight against Paddy at UFC 313, he calls Paddy the too easy of a money. Bryce Mitchell says he has booked his next fight but can't reveal who and when because it's UFC's job. Miranda Maverick has got a new opponent in Jamie Lynn Hart, who won 5 days ago at UFC Edmonton. Hart replaces Tracy Cortez against Maverick on December 14th at UFC Tampa. Montana De La Rosa will fight Luana Carolina at UFC card on March 1st. Invicta FC 59 in Atlanta on December 13, 2024 features the title fight between their champ Talita Bernardo and former UFC flyweight title challenger Jennifer Maia. Now let's move towards some non-UFC fights happening this weekend. Rodtang has lost his one flyweight Muay Thai title on the scale after missing weight for 169. His opponent Jacob Smith has accepted a catch weight of 135.5 pounds, so the fight will go ahead, but only Smith can win the vacant belt. Smith will also receive a percentage of Rodtang's nearly $3 million purse. Gustavo Lemos has also come in 6.4 pounds overweight for his fight versus Keyshawn Davis tomorrow night. Keyshawn made weight and accepted the fight with a percentage of his opponent's purse. Eddie Hearn yesterday called Oscar De La Hoya for a 5 vs 5 card headlining with Jaron Ennis vs Ryan Garcia. Today we saw Garcia taking interest in the Gervonta Davis rematch as both welcomed it on social media. And Oscar De La Hoya also welcomed a 5 vs 5 against Eddie Hearn's Matchroom via Instagram today, but has his own matchups for the card, which should be headlined by Jaron Ennis vs Virgil Ortiz Jr. Eddie accepts the challenge with a few little changes and tagged Turki Al-Sheikh as well in his next tweet. Hearn has also insisted that Anthony Joshua vs Tyson Fury remains the biggest fight that can possibly be made in boxing today. On the other hand, Frank Warren has confirmed that Joseph Parker is one of the fighters on the list in contention to fight Daniel Dubois for his IBF heavyweight world title on February 22 in Riyadh. And lastly, UK star Conor Benn, who is also promoted by Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing, has been officially cleared of any wrongdoing following a lengthy process related to his positive drug test from 2022. He took to Twitter to celebrate the news ahead of his imminent return to boxing, with some major fights potentially on the horizon. And that's all for today. Now you are completely up to date with the fight world, so subscribe to the channel if you wanna stay updated and like the video as well if you enjoyed it. Before you go, here is Merab Dawalishvili's best skit to date.